a word or two?
You get one.
It'll sound more sincere if it's two.
One.
All right. Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
So much for sincerity.
If you only give me one word, I'm going to pick a big one.
Just shut up.
If you'd let me have 2 words. PB, I swear, I was going to say, I'm sorry. For always trying to push your buttons. Now, if you'd give me 3 words...
Just quit while you're ahead, please.
These are the ruins we're looking for.
Time to scrounge for tech.
Shield boost!
Okay, let's find these glyphs. Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner. That should do it. Is this what you need for your project, Peavy?
Looks like it. Very cool little piece of REM tech.
Rem tech?
Yeah, shortcut I made up. REM is short for remnant, and
Noted.
Anytime we come across ruins like this, let's scrounge what we can.
appreciate it. Come see me on the ship. I'll give you an update on the project.
Eyes over here, Peavy.
I like them where they are.
According to my map.
Cold, dark, I couldn't stand it.
The ice drills in Hijara worry me. It's right over Yuvara route.
Are you here to observe the Yavara?
What are the Yavara?
Walk onto the frozen lake and you'll see them beneath the ice. They've lived on Fold for millennia. Stories about the Yavara are the only Angaran folktales that survive the Scourge. They're beautiful, intelligent creatures, our closest tie to our past.
And now your people will poach them right out of existence.
I haven't heard any reports of the Initiative hunting on Vold.
Not the Initiative. Outlaws. They've killed 24 in the months since they've landed.
We have no resources to track these poachers, and the resistance is spread too thin.
At this rate, our only link to our history will disappear forever.
Ryder, you need to stop those hunters. The Yavara are vital to Angaran culture.
We'll do whatever we can to help.
I want to come with you, Ryder.
Tell me more about the Yavara.
They're amazing creatures able to communicate through intricate songs. Long ago, we could have heard the songs in person, but the Scourge trapped the Yavara beneath the ice. Now we have to settle for static-filled recordings.
How do they survive under the ice?
No one knows. We've dedicated our lives to studying them, and we still can't find the answer. They're cut off from food and oxygen, yet they still persist. My colleague here has a theory they may be remnant.
We have no way of confirming this, of course.
You said you have folk tales about the Yavara.
Somehow, Yavara stories are the only ones that survive the Scourge. Most of them have the same theme. A Yavara's song is so beautiful, it can coax the sun out of hiding, reveal the stars.
Just stories, of course, but when your entire history is lost, stories are precious.
I see why the Yavara are important to you.
To all Angara. They're a symbol of what the Scourge took from us.
We can't lose them.
I'll leave you to your work.
Ijare. I think there was a birth yesterday.
Really? Did you see the calf?
No, but I heard a new song in the recording. I'll let you listen when we get back.
learn to fight, Jarl? What's your training?
From my father, and older brothers, and sisters, and cousins, my mother's. The Resistance isn't an army. It's more than that.
What was your rite of passage?
I fell in love when I was a young man. Very young. We met on a farm on Aya. She was brilliant. And her eyes were electric. For years, I suffered with a broken heart.
Not what I was expecting.
I understand completely.
The poachers aren't here.
They must have continued following the Yavara.
Right away!
Pretty harsh learning that shit on Vold. Bright side, no children. Every cat an enemy.
An enemy who used to be family.
Right, we'll call it a wash. Pretty intense cat shield for the middle of nowhere.
That's Jarnuk. The Kett think they'll find some remnant thing there. Our people can't break through that shield. It's controlled from the main command base.
Looks like the poachers have already moved on. Hold on. There's a data pad here.
These people, they have no idea what the Yavara mean to us.
I want to understand. Why are the Avara so important?
Nearly all our traditional stories were lost in the Scourge, except for tales of the Yavara unfold. How they sang from the oceans, and lured the sun out of hiding. How in ancient times, they guided Angara ships to safe shores.
That's beautiful.
The Yavara are intelligent, amazing creatures. And they are being slaughtered. Drac, when I mentioned the woman who broke my heart, you said you understood.
Yeah, I did.
Can you tell me why? Did someone break your heart?
Hearts. Krogan have 4. And I'm not saying shit.
I understand completely.
The camp ahead contains Ket life forms, Pathfinder.
These relays are carrying power a long way.
This must be the poacher's camp.
Something tells me they won't let us stroll in and chat.
Keep it up.
Stop shooting. Can we talk? The people I hired shot at you, and you took care of them. I understand that. Now let's talk. —
You better have a great explanation for hunting Yavara. Your people won't be happy to hear this.
So the Angara sent you then? I'm sure they told you the stories, how the Yavara are the only living history we have left. But these creatures might also hold the key to our war against the Ket.
Explain.
I've been performing tests. An enzyme in the Yavara's skin could treat the effects of Ket weaponry. If I'm right, our fighters could heal faster, push back against the Ket.
No. Not like this. The creatures are dying.
You see, my people would rather cling to tradition than think about the future.
Even if the enzyme helps, the Angara won't accept it when they know the source.
At first, maybe. But the Angara have always been survivors. In time, they'll see reason. Just let me continue my research for the future of my people.
Ryder, I don't know how to feel. I can't make this decision.
If this work helps people, I can't stop you. But you need to be upfront with your people.
This feels like a mistake.
I'll contact the Resistance right away. Thank you. You won't regret this. Thank you. My research will work. I know it.
Gil's been asking if you can come by.
Nuh-uh, no peeking. I'm putting the finishing touches on my personal project.
I thought you said it was on the Nexus.
I'm just perfecting the final component here, or should I say, trying to. Several of the crew have offered to help, and I keep politely declining and ushering them out. So, thank you for retrieving that critical piece of REM tech, but kindly stop digging.
I'm naturally curious, and I'm sure the crew just wants to bond.
Curious is good. Builds anticipation. I'll leave the bonding to you. Not my style. I realize it must be hard being the Pathfinder and not being able to know everything. But there's so much you can do that no one else can. It's safe to say that you, my friend, are one of a kind.
I hope I'm not just your latest cure for boredom.
Me too. Don't worry. I doubt I've seen all your bells and whistles. But no more distractions. The next time you're on the Nexus, my project will be done. Come by, and I'll unveil it. Now, if you will, please leave me to my own devices.
So my buddy Jill, who, by the way, can't stop singing your praises, wants to have a baby. And, stop me if you've heard this one before, she asked me if I'd father it.
Wow. That's huge.
Right?
What the hell are you going to do?
I don't know. I'm still in the freaking out phase. Would it be totally crazy if I said yes?
I don't think it's crazy.
I mean, we're already family. I get her, she gets me, and we support each other unconditionally.
Wanting to give someone what they want most in the world is love, Gil.
I hear you. And you know I've been thinking about it, Ryder. Becoming a dad. I don't want to just be a donor. Bringing a kid into the world wouldn't be enough for me. I'd want to raise the child with Jill.
Sounds like you know what you want.
Yeah. It's funny, you can think until you're blue in the face. Sometimes you just gotta trust your gut.
I'm very happy for you, Gil. For both of you.
Thanks, Ryder. Or should I say, Uncle Pathfinder. Long time no chat. What's up?
Did our tangle with the Archon's ship leave the Tempest in decent shape?
More than decent. Stealth drive worked like a charm, then bat out of hell drive kicked in without a hiccup. I see no reason to detail the shitstorm of lightning-quick band-aids I had to apply at the time. All that matters is she met the challenge, and now I know exactly how to keep her fresh and frosty. So, win-win.
Regale me with some poker wisdom.
Well, bluffing and reading players aside, if the odds of getting the card you need are greater than the bet, make the bet.
How's Jill? Any baby news?
She's really excited, waiting to hear if the implantation takes. Can hardly wait to be a dad. It's like jumping into a gravity well and hoping someone turns it on before the splat. Just kidding. I'm taking this super seriously. Reading all the books. I want to be ready.
Out with it already. What's the deal with you and Callow? Anything I should be concerned about?
Twist my arm, why don't you? It's contrasting styles more than anything. He's a blueprint guy. I'm gears and guts. Got ink on his... If you didn't have me to balance him out, you might be in trouble. Anytime.
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in Assistant Director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's headed out for cash ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's Kesh is alone on that station now.
You think someone might try to hurt Kesh?
Ah, more like she airlocks Spender. Or he tries to stab her in the back, and then she airlocks him. Dan wouldn't listen to me when I told him Spender had a part in the mutiny. I had no proof.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out, and my clan needs to get back on station, without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
I have no problems believing that.
Yeah, she told me off good. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a... Something's gonna have to get done about Spender, though, or it'll get ugly again.
Did Lexi brief you on SAM and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
Why do you say that?
I've seen what bots can do when they turn on their creators. Been in some of those fights. There's a reason that kind of research was outlawed.
Yeah. I was dismissed from the Alliance when news of what my dad was researching got out.
No shit. Ruined the writer name, I'll bet.
Almost. I'm not thrilled about it myself, but it is what it is.
Just make sure it can't uncheck if that happens.
What's it like to have Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
I don't love being called kid.
I'll try to stop doing that. Can't promise I won't slip up, though.
Old orbit is steady. Watch your tone. You saw what happened to the Krogan.
But we need this.
Your incompetence isn't my problem. Just do your job.
What do you want?
Whatever's going on, it's not fair to take it out on me.
Apologies, you're right. This is not your fault.
I haven't heard much good about that guy.
Whatever you've heard, it's not half as bad as the reality. Just last week, he tried to redirect some of the supplies we need to keep the stasis pods going.
Why?
I have no idea. But if Kesh hadn't stepped in and threatened to airlock him, it would have been a disaster. He's always like that. Making bad decisions, driving the Krogan away, treating people like scum when no one's watching.
Maybe there's something I can do?
A man like that's bound to have some dirt. I wish Tan and Addison could see it. Things have gotten so bad that Kesh had to literally kick him out of engineering.
How literal are we talking here?
Boot to ass. Oh, it was glorious. We need him gone, but as incompetent as Spender is at his job, he's insanely good at keeping it. Kesh can tell you more.
More to triumphs after a challenge for her title as Krogan Overlord. Following their exile from the Nexus, Jorgel Strux claimed he was the rightful Krogan leader in Helios. But Morta retained her title, defeating Strux in open combat in front of a roaring crowd on Eladin. This is HNS.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
Pathfinder Rider.
I'm worried about this place if they can't find me.
What's going on? Why are you whispering?
I'm planning a surprise for Superintendent Kesh. She's always complaining that our stock of spirits is tame. I hear Kadara Port is famous for bizarre homebrews. Hoping you can pick some up and keep it quiet.
You do know Krogan have super hearing, right?
What? Shit. Oops. Hope you can find something. Mom's the word.
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area.
After all Drak did for you, you pick a Solarian ambassador and show us what you really think of the Krogan. Not sure we have much more to say to each other. Try not to die out there. Not sure we have much more to say to each other. Try not to die out there. All sectors are showing green. We're caught up on all essential issues. Good job, team. Dell told me you saw her arguing with Spender. Hijack's doing his best to throttle my department.
How's he getting away with that?
Spender doesn't know the first thing about engineering, but he knows how to play people. More importantly, he still talks to the exiles. I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it without your help.
Does anyone else know about this?
My grandfather tried to tell Tan. He wouldn't believe him without proof.
If he's really this bad, how does he keep his job?
Welcome to the Nexus. Look, I can work with everyday incompetence. But Spender's a traitor and a danger to the station. He needs to be dealt with.
This needs to be investigated.
I'm glad someone thinks so. Talk to Kandros. He likely has security footage, some kind of evidence. But you'll have to convince him to authorize release.
Nothing more for now.
Try not to die out there.
Firearm proficient.
I got your report. Both are Pathfinder? True. We've got survivors to find and a new... I owe you for this, Ryder. They'd still be lost without you.
I was told I should talk to you about the mutiny.
I wasn't on the Nexus when it happened. I started reading up on it, but you know how things get around here.
Do you know where Spender was during that time?
Why Spender? Wait, you think he might have had something to do with the mutiny?
Maybe. Just trying to sort things out.
You know, the logs I did look through showed a few discrepancies. I meant to dig deeper. If you're investigating, how about I give you access to the security vid archives?
Thank you.
Anything else?
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Huh, this file won't play. Sam, can you boost the quality?
Processing. Playback initiated.
Wait, is he handing something over to one of the mutineers?
Take this. It'll help you armory. Don't...
I am sorry, Pathfinder. This backup file is corrupted. The audio tracks are heavily degraded. Someone may have deleted the original, and this version was restored during a system-wide reset.
Sounds like a cover-up to me.
I concur. While I cannot restore any more audio, the location appears to be Kadara.
How do you figure?
In common parlance, lip reading.
Good job. We're bound to find something there. Let's go confront him.
The mutiny went as well as you'd expect. So much violence. Then, after nearly destroying the state... Ryder, is it? William Spender. Apologies if we met before. I meet a lot of people running colonial affairs.
Running colonial affairs? I thought you were the assistant director.
That's right. Assistant to Addison. So we know who does all the real work.
From what I've heard, your hands are pretty dirty. I saw the footage. You were handing something off?
What footage? From Gavorkum? Routine business meeting. Whoever you're talking to clearly has an axe to grind. And frankly, a Pathfinder shouldn't be wasting time on a witch hunt. You'd be wise to let this be. We're done here.
Maintenance crews
We're done here.
report to the commons area. Any logistics updates are due within the hour. An embassy has been established on Aya, marking a major diplomatic success for the initiative. Nexus representatives are now working directly with the Angarans to learn more about both the cluster and the Ket. This is HNS.
Vetra was looking for you.
Now orbiting Kadara.
Even the water is like a festering wound that...
Should I send you back to the Tempest?
So wait, you're Kesh's father?
Grandfather, actually. She tell you about me?
Not exactly. She did used to swear up and down about a stubborn old fossil, usually while hitting something.
Stubborn old fossil. She's called me worse on a good day.
All these caves, it's a smuggler's dream.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Exiles could have rolled up and died, but look at what they've built, even out here.
Anti-vehicular mines ahead. It's best to proceed on foot.
Outlaws. Maybe friends of Spender?
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Pathfinder, this area
Hostiles
can be mined
ahead!
for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. This is the location from the Spender bit, Pathfinder. Anti-vehicular mines ahead. It's best to proceed on foot.
Outlaws. Maybe friends of Spender?
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Uh-oh. We got company!
That's not company! That's the Pathfinder!
Spender must have blabbed. Let's get out of here!
Quick, get on the shuttle!
Hurry up!
What the? No, wait! Don't leave us!
Outlaw spotted.
The shuttle left without them.